Hello, welcome to the Fantasy Football Academy. You've got Johnny, John, and Blake, and cadets. We are here to help you win your fantasy leagues, and we're going to do our week 3 sleepers. And if you're watching this, you know why you're watching this. There has been some crazy injuries. It is not pretty out there, and most people are finding themselves trying to creatively start someone who's going to have a big week, right? So we're going to give you some guys who are not rostered in every league, probably less than 60% of leagues for all of our guys. People you can find and potentially fire in your lineup and have a big week. So, Blake, do you want to start with your week 3 sleeper? You have been our back-to-back champ in picking sleepers. You called Nico Collins last week, which was a great call. So let's hear what you got.
Yeah, I was going to say, you said people who are watching know why they're watching. You're watching because of those reasons, that there's a lot of injuries, and because we've just been on fire and we've come to the right place. So keep it locked and loaded. We got to every week with these sleepers, and we've been crushing. We're going to keep it going this week. Last week I had Nico. I also said to start Josh Reynolds last week, so a little bit of a two burger last week for me. This week, I have my eyes. And I'm all over Adam Thielen against Seattle, who has looked very vulnerable through the air. Their secondary is worse than people thought it was going to be. Tyreek Woolen, I think, is out this week as well on the outside. But they have two of the worst slot corners in the league. It's been a revolving door. Julian Love, I think, is the worst. He has 155.7 QBR against him when targeted. He gave up that touchdown to Josh Reynolds, who was playing in the slot for that touchdown last week, so he's been getting burnt. They've been moving him in and out with who's their other player? Artie Burns was just activated off of the practice squad this week, a little bit older player, and he's been a little bit better, but he's not the player he used to be, and he's not comfortable playing in the slot. They have Jamal Adams coming back, but they're starting 3 rookies and a second-year player outside of him. So Adam Thielen playing 80 snaps in the slot over the first 2 weeks. That's second in the entire league. So the matchup is there for him to explode. He had a bunch of targets and a touchdown last week. I like that to continue and improve on that game this week.
Blake, I love your sleepers because they are always grounded in like deep philosophy and ideology. There's some data in there. There's some just strict calling out the rookies, right? And I love it. I can just see, however old he is, 31, 32-year-old Adam Thielen, just going out there and cooking that matchup this week. So it's
one note. Also, obviously, we're keeping an eye on Bryce Young, but it seems like he's not going to play.
He's doubtful.
Yeah. So Andy Dalton coming in is a little bit of a wild card. It actually made me pause. I was actually excited about Bryce Young to Adam Thielen. I think Adam Thielen has like a 90% catchable target rate when thrown to by Bryce Young. So that matchup looked really good. We haven't seen Andy Dalton play like solidly in a while, and I'm not sure about his command over that offense, but I know he's going to be peppering the middle of the field because it's just center vision. That's where quarterbacks look when maybe they're not super comfortable. They like to look at the middle of the field, and Adam Thielen still wins from the slot. So I still like the matchup this week, even with Dalton instead of Young.
Yeah, and people had drafted him, but a lot of people dropped him. Like he was available in almost every league, or almost still is in a lot of leagues that I'm in.
58% of leagues still, but that shot up like 20%. I think he was down
right
in the gutter after that week 1 performance, but he's still out there in a little over 50% of leagues. So,
yeah. So my week 3 sleeper will be Tutu. Don't call me ballerina. Atwell. And he is starting to get up there and rostered, but I think our cutoff was like under 60% rostered. He counts, right? And he's maybe someone you probably just put in a claim for. You're like, should I start this guy? Is he legit? Yeah, he's legit. He played 94% of snaps in week 2. He's playing all over the field, inside and outside. If you saw Blake's week 3 start, it was Zay Flowers, and I love how he explained his role and how he's, they use him in creative ways. There's everything from gadget touches to downfield work, and that is almost from my opinion, a similar role to what Atwell has been playing through the first couple of weeks in that Rams offense with Sean McVay. It's a Cincinnati game. And, I think this will be the week, whether it's Joe Burrow or Jake Browning, where Jamar Chase starts shaking off some rust, some points start going up on the board, and the Rams will be the Rams regardless. And, getting rid of Cam Akers just shows they don't really care about running the football. Like Kyron Williams, great start if you have him this week, like fine, but he's like running for under 4 yards a carry. He's not blowing away anybody as a pure runner. They don't care, right? They like that he can do pass pro and he can catch, and they want to throw. So I expect a pass heavy offense, and with Stafford low key looking like a baller, I don't think there should be any concern there either. So I like Tutu to kind of be the might have a bigger game than Puka this week, right? I really like Puka, but I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if Tutu is kind of the flavor of the week next week.
Yeah, I like that. And Stafford looks super. Stafford looks super sharp, and I think Atwell definitely went under the radar. So, yeah, if he's laying around on waivers, don't be shy to put him in your lineup and start him if you're desperate.
Blake?
Yeah, you can thank Puka for being able to go ahead and go out and get Tutu. I think he's flying under the radar a little bit because of Puka. Talk about two great wide receiver names, Puka and Tutu. That's a fun offense right now. Just on paper, you're just looking at that and laugh, Funny, but no, they've both been really, really good too. Like Stafford looks like he's got the energy back. He's got his shoulder and back stuff. Looks like it's not an issue at least for one more year. So yeah, I'm firing up my Rams this week.
Yeah, he's moving well, like just moving better than I expected him. And a guy like he's actually only like 34 or 35, Stafford, right? But I mean, I was expecting him to go out there looking like Aaron Rodgers, right? Frail and stuff. But he looks like
or like Peyton Manning. Like Peyton Manning his last year or something. But he looks like Peyton Manning the year he came back and actually looked good. So I like.
Yeah, but even Peyton didn't have that mobility, like. Almost, I don't know.
He never did.
Yeah. Oh well. So okay. Anyways, we still got that Super Bowl, baby, and we're hanging on to it as Broncos fans. So, John, bring us home with your Week 3 sleeper.
Yeah, guys. So I'm super excited about this one. I didn't think this guy was actually going to get a real shot to be a starter. And I think it's going to happen this week in Week 3. Kendre Miller, he's going to be a full participant. Jamal Williams is going to be out with a hamstring. We have Alvin Kamara going to be suspended for one more game. I don't think Tony Jones Jr. is going to be I don't think he's going to be cutting into his workload this week. Tony Jones Jr. is a practice squad player that's kind of bounced around a little bit. But I've liked the prospect. Green Bay is probably one of the worst teams against the run right now. They got gashed against the Falcons last week. So if you're absolutely desperate, I really think Kendre Miller is a solid dart throw. And if he gets 15-plus carries this week, I'm all on board for that.
Yeah, if you saw me smiling.
Yeah, I like Tony Jones, too.
Yeah, I was going to say my one concern is, like, Tojo just being so much more of a thorn in your side than like
I don't think so, guys.
Never imagine, dude. Like
I don't think so.
I get it. He's a lug, but he lugged for 2 tutties last week. So
I know. He looked fine. Yeah, he did great for like the when he came in and filled in for Jamal. So I mean, maybe he gets some goal line carries. But Miller right now he's available in 64% of sleeper leagues. He's available in 88% of Yahoo leagues and 91 on ESPN. So this guy is widely available. So if you're absolutely desperate at the position, go ahead and throw him to your flex spot and see what happens. But again, I wouldn't start this guy in a 10-team league. This is more for like a 12-team and possibly deeper formats. And if you've been hurt at the position, so just clarify that.
People are rushing to waivers to your point to grab Tony Jones, and I'm like, you guys get the Kendre Miller's like sitting there too, right? But anyways, well, I love our Week 3 sleepers. We stand by these picks. We live by them and die by them. We go back and we look and we revisit whether we hit all three.
We make fun of each other.
Our sleepers exceeded their projections. Exactly. We play it how it should be done, right? So, thank you for watching. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, show some support, show some love, send some questions in your comments. We're glad to answer those on an episode or we'll comment back. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you later, cadets.